welcome to my channel. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner. And yes, for those who are wondering, I filmed multiple videos on Thursday. Your girl was busy at work. I think I ended up filming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos. Yeah, your girl's working. And I worked today too, like my normal job. And I'm getting stuff done around the house. I might even do yoga this evening. Yes. Anyway, but that's not why we're here. We're here for me to review the looks of the Real Housewives of New York City, their reunion looks. Now we know this season was a flop. It was not good. It was a total flop. But I am going to check out the reunion. Hopefully the reunion's really only 2 parts tops. Because it doesn't need to be more than like 2 parts. It really honestly should only be 1 part. Because nothing really happened like the season. As someone who's hate watched it for the first, I would say 4 or 5 episodes, thinking it was going to give me something, but it gave me nothing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to continue dragging it. Let's go ahead and just get into these looks and move on from there. Now, one thing I noticed when it comes to this reunion looks and whatnot, I did not see Rebecca Minkoff's look, so I don't know if she was at the reunion or not, but it doesn't really matter. She was even a flop as a friend of. She, just wasn't, she's not meant to be a housewife. That's all it is. And half the girls on this cast are not meant to be a housewife. But speaking of one of them that should, hopefully this is my last time seeing her on my screen, is Brynn. So, but we're going to be fair. We're going to rate these looks based off of how they're looking. I'm not going to, I'm not going to be rude. We're going to keep it nice and fair. Her hair for once doesn't look fried. I'll give her that. For once, her hair does not look fried. Now this dress, no, absolutely not. I think she was trying to channel her classic Hollywood Marilyn Monroe look and to add to her persona. No, I don't love it. I am going to give this look, and this is me being nice, a 6. Again, I'm not a sequence girl also. And if it's not New Year's Eve, that's the only time I feel like you should wear a sequence. And the other time I'm like, absolutely not. And I just like for once her hair doesn't look fried. That's all that's the only thing I can say. Her hair looks amazing. Her hair looks amazing. That's it. Okay, I am hoping that the theme of this reunion is not sequence because we went from one sequence to another. But oddly enough, I will say this. I actually like the look. It's a risk, but I think it was an amazing risk. So the next person that I'm looking at is Erin. She's wearing a gold sequence dress, and just the gold with her being pregnant and her glowing, it actually looks amazing on her. I'm not an Erin fan. I feel like, we basically we're getting the 2 Karens out the way of the group. But this looks amazing on her. And her hair and the extensions look amazing. This is a good look. She kind of did that. I'm going to give this look an 8. She ate that. And I'm not a fan of Erin, but she kind of did that. It's a good look. Anyway, let's move on. So the next look that I'm looking at, it kind of it makes me think of how she was this season. Jenna effing Lyons this season was not Jenna effing Lyons. She was just weird and awkward. I honestly think we kind of got more of her weird, awkward personality this season than last season, but we didn't really get to the inner workings of her life. So it's like this outfit and what she's wearing is just kind of there. And that's how I felt about Jenna Lyons this season. She was just kind of there. And she just felt very misplaced. I feel like last season it made sense. She probably should have been, there's no probably. She should have been one and done. She should have did the first season and then got out of there. Because the facade, the draw to bring people to watch a show, and kind of the idea of what probably people thought who she is gone. And it kind of did her a disservice, if you will, staying on the show longer. And really, it looks like she's wearing a bathrobe with like her hair pulled up. Like she looks like she's wearing a bathrobe and she's got done taking a shower, and the only difference is black. I know it's supposed to be fashion or whatever, but I'm not buying it. I'm not really with the look. And it's how it looks sitting down. I don't know how it will look standing up. And it's not working for me. I'm sorry. I am giving this a 6. And that's me being nice. I really want to give it a 5. I don't like this look at all. It's very lazy. And this is probably a designer or whatever, but like, it's not giving that for me. So I'm kind of just bored with it. Just like I was kind of bored with her this season. So it actually kind of checks for like how her season went. Anyway, next. Just so, girl. She be knowing. She was like, ever since she had her glow up, she's like, she never turned back. She's like, I'm going to stay glowed up. And you know what? For that, I love. And she's one of the few people, if you watch my other video that I had surrounding about Real Housewives of New York, she's one of the few people that I mentioned. If they're going to reboot it again or do a shakeup, she needs to be part of the shakeup. She needs to stay there. She needs to stay put. Because I love her delusion. I love her try hard but not try hard. I love us getting a little glimpse of Indian culture through her lens. I like it. And I love this dress. This dress, yes, ma'am. Her hair, yes, ma'am. Everything about this look, I love. I absolutely love it. I can't see her shoes, but that doesn't matter to me. She is getting... I'm giving her a 9. This is a 9. It's a 9. She did that. Next, we have Sai. Another amazing looking dress. Now, I will say, I love her hair. There's really not much I don't like about this dress, but I actually really like the dress on her. It looks amazing. And I bet sitting down, that dress is going to look good too. I'm going to give this dress I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it an 8 also. To me, this is an 8. Actually, no. I'm going to give it an 8.5 because I would rate this higher than Erin's dress. Mainly because I just don't love sequins. That's more of a preference thing. But, like, I love the black. I love, like, this, what is going on up top versus what's going on the bottom. Like, it's just a good-looking dress to me. Like, I do wish I could see like her actual shoes, but I can't see her shoes. And if you're wondering why I'm looking at my laptops here, so I'm like actually looking at the looks. But of course, when I do the video, I will have the looks here so we can like look at it together. But my eyes will be here looking. But anyway, I like the dress a lot. And honestly, too, everyone so far, even Brynn, everyone's looks look better this reunion than did last reunion. So everyone at least stepped up on the fashion. So I am going to give all the girls their 10s when it comes to that. But anyway, let's go to, I believe the next person we need to look at is Uba. And I think that's it because, yeah, let's go to Uba next to see what she's giving. Okay, so Uba, Uba's a very beautiful woman. I'm just going to say that. She just is. And I'm glad she let that blonde go. Because, girl, That blonde confessional look that she had during the season. What in the Carol Brady were we looking at, girly? Like, I love you to death, but no, Uba, no. I will say this overall this season, Uba was insufferable, but I did get a chance to listen to other people's opinions on what they were looking at. And there was one perspective, shout out to Color Me Pink. Amazing YouTuber, love her content. Love it when she like does the reenactments of it all. She's amazing. But she had a different kind of like perspective when it comes to Uba's behavior. And they alluded to it a little bit at the very beginning of the season, but I just kind of forgot about it and kind of lost the plot, if you will. I think there are a lot of behind the scenes things happening that we're not aware of, especially with Brynn. I think Brynn was truly a terror to deal with. And I feel like last season she targeted Jessel, and this season she's targeting like Uba. And it's interesting that someone who is mixed but is very much white adjacent, I don't know why she didn't realize how that was going to look. But the problem is the way Uba reacts, it makes it where like we can't see it. Because Uba be overreacting, like crazily overreacting. And if she was to like really give Brynn nothing, we would be able to see how much of a Karen Brynn is. And she's a Karen, but I don't think we're seeing as much of how much of a Karen she really is. And so I am actually very much so. I'm filming this, of course, before the season finale where the fight happens. I really hope I'm not a violent girl. I'm not for the violence, but if what I'm thinking and what we're talking about is a thing, that there was more microaggression behind the scenes that I didn't know about, because that's what I'm talking about. I think there might have been more microaggression that we didn't see that was happening. But also, too, I don't think Uba's fit to be a housewife, like realistically. Like, I like looking at her. I think she's amazing as far as like, you know, being a friend of. I said this even last season. I said if she doesn't give us more this season, she just needs to either not be on the show or just be a friend of. Because she gave friend of last season also. And not everyone's meant to be a housewife. It's not me just being insulting. But anyway, I know I just kind of went on a tangent. I'm trying to make this video just a little bit longer than what it will be. But Uba's outfit's it's a 9. Solid 9. I don't know what it looks like all the way because she is sitting down. She's the only one that chose to just sit down. But like, I love her accessories. And also too, Uba's a fashion girly. Like, outside of literally the confessional, she be wearing the nice things. She be looking good. She's a model. It's hard for her not to look good. I mean, honestly, if she was wearing the most basic of things, because her skin be skinning and she looks good just in general, she could probably sell it to me because, again, she's a model. But yeah, the rating the reunion looks for the Real Housewives in New York and then the Salt Lake City, night and day. Fashion girlies versus where's the fashion at, for the most part. You know, we got a couple of fashion girlies that are on Salt Lake City, but there's only a couple of them. Whereas the New York cast, they're pretty much all fashion girlies, and some of them just take good risk and others don't. Brynn is not fashion girly. Brynn, child, she's a walking identity crisis. That's what she is. But anyway, sorry, I had to get my last dig in when it comes to Brynn because I don't see it for her, and I'm ashamed to say that she's from Indiana. But it also checks as someone who's from Indiana. Y'all can fight with your mama on that, but as someone from Indiana, which is me, it kind of checks. But anyway, that does conclude this video. Yeah, you could tell I'm in a silly mood and I am like on video 5. I got one more video to film. and and I'm editing and all this stuff at the same damn time. Okay, anyway, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and I will see you next time. I don't know where all this energy came from. Bye.